Hey guys, it's carsonmtech here, back with another video, and in today's video, I'm going to be checking out an entirely wire-free security camera system. And yes, you did hear me right, that means no power lines going to the camera and no video lines going to the camera. This system is an entirely wire-free system, and it is shooting in 1080p, so presumably it should be a very great video quality for its price. And the camera specifically that I'm going to be talking about is the Reolink Argus 2. I do gotta say up front now that Reolink did send me 2 of their cameras for free, but they're not paying me to say anything in this video, so if the cameras do suck, I'll let you know. But with that being said, one more thing is that I'm gonna be giving away one of these cameras at the end of this video, so if you'd like to win one yourself, then make sure to stick around to hear all the details of how to enter and all of that at the end. But with that being said, let's jump right into the unboxing. Starting off with the camera itself. The box doesn't have too much on it. It just kind of mentions some of its features here on the outside. The other side just mentions the app, and there isn't too much else on the outside. So let's just open this up. First thing you see, this is probably just contains some directions. I'll open it anyways. There you go, yep, quick start guide. What's next? Ooh, it comes with stickers. Here you will see the actual camera itself, which is pretty small actually. I was expecting it to be quite a bit bigger. It does have a battery that goes in the back that's replaceable, so that's why that's not there. It's probably in the bottom a bit more. Speaking of in the bottom, here you go. Here is that battery that I was talking about. I'll put this in the camera a little bit later. Next up, you got a different mount. If you already noticed, this has a magnetic mount here on the bottom, with also a 1/4-20 mount, so that's for mounting on with this mount. If you don't want to just use the magnetic mount and you want to have a more permanent solution, you got this. And here on the right you will find a rubber covering, I suppose. It probably just weatherproofs the camera a little bit more if you set it outside. There's a micro USB cable, a tree mount strap, some mounting hardware, and a little tie down. Here's the solar panel. It is in a separate box, but it is part of the same system and it works with the camera. Greeted with some more documentation. I bet there's probably more stickers in there. I'll just set that aside for now. Here you will find the solar panel itself with a foam covering. That's nice, then it doesn't damage the solar panel while shipping. Below that you will find a mount. So this is for mounting outside as well. And this also comes with some mounting hardware. Let's get to setting up this camera, but first off, let's peel this off, obviously. Now, just to put in the camera, to get this in its setup process, first of all, make sure that you have the Reolink app on your device, but you just put it in and make sure it clicks in like so.
Started up. Please run Reolink app, add the camera, and set it up.
So as you heard, it now wants you to open up the Reolink app and just to add the camera in. I'm just gonna add that, and now that the QR code is scanned, you can connect to Wi-Fi. You just enter in your Wi-Fi password. Now you just put your camera in front of the QR code for reading. From this screen you can name your camera. I'm just going to name this random cam for now. I'm going to change it later. And then add a password to access this camera. Create password. There is a live view on my screen right now from this camera. Pretty instant, and I'm actually pretty far away from my nearest access point at the moment, so this is actually very updating quite fast. So before getting too much into the app and the software and how this all works, I do want to just show off a little bit more the body of the camera before getting to that. So here on the side you can go and put in your own micro SD card because it stores files locally. Here on the back you will also find again the plug to charge your battery, and also this is where you plug in the solar panel. So I just want to plug this in really quick to show you how that works, like this. And then after that you just put this back over to prevent water getting in and you're set. This is how the solar panel will work. And when you have this plugged in, there is a small green indicator light here below that will show when it is charging. So with that being said, let's jump now into just the software just a little bit. There's so much to talk about that I'm not going to get through all of it, but I just want to show a little bit more, and then I'm going to get to installing this. So when you open up the app, this is what you will be greeted with. The interface, I absolutely love it. It looks much nicer than what they have on the box. I assume they've updated it very recently, but say you want to go and open up this random cam, you just click on the feed and it will immediately begin loading. And just to launch full screen. So as you can see right now, the quality really isn't that stellar. So if you would like to get the full 1080p stream, you just got to go and click on that and click on clear. And as you can see now, the quality is so much better than it was before. And if you'd like to see numerous of your cameras, if you have numerous of these, you can just click up here and turn on tiles, and it will load all of your camera streams up, and you can click on one just to open it up like that. So the entire process of using this app is incredibly well thought out. And say you want to listen to the audio of this, you can just click on a little speaker and it will begin playing your audio from the camera. We are using one of these cameras as basically a baby cam for a new puppy right now, just to make sure he's not tearing up our house or something. So that's why that is there. But also a couple more things that you can do from this screen is you can begin recording directly to your device. And as soon as you click stop, it will save that recording to your camera roll on your device. You can also go and just take a picture directly from this. You can also from this screen just go down and change if you are viewing and want to see it in IR mode, which is just black and white. So clicking on that will enable the night mode. So we'll be able to see it in the dark, but generally I just like to leave it on auto because it is very smart at changing by itself. If you go into this view, you can also go and speak through the camera. So if you'd like to go and you see somebody and maybe you have this mounted near your front door and you want to talk to somebody, you can just press this, tap to talk, and then you can just begin speaking and the audio will begin coming out of the speaker of the actual camera itself. You may not be able to hear it right now, but the audio is going through that and I'm hearing major echo. But then just to stop that, you just press that and it will stop. You can also see playback. As long as you have that micro SD card in the slot of the camera, you can go through and view different motion that it has recorded. So this isn't a 24/7 camera. It is based on motion. When it sees any motion, it will begin recording and you can play it back. So right here you can see earlier when I was moving around the camera, and as long as you're hovering over a video, you can click that and you can chop down to the section that you want and you can download it to your phone. So with all that being gone through, that is the basics of this app. There are a whole lot more things that you can do with it, such as going into each individual camera. You can change the display, anti-flicker, you can rotate the view. You can just change so much with this, and it's honestly crazy how much you can do with it. It's kind of a little overwhelming at first, but as soon as you go through them at least once, you can set up everything and it will work great. One more thing that I do want to mention right now is that this only will record if you have an SD card in at this current moment. However, they are going through a beta cloud testing right now. So they did not say specifically when this will go live for you to be able to purchase cloud space, and I wasn't told much. I did ask about it, but I'm not entirely sure when that will go live. But at the moment, I'm assuming that they're going to go and add a cloud service that you can subscribe to and get cloud recordings. But again, that's pretty much it for all the basics that you can do with this. There is just so much you can do with it. I really cannot show you it all today in just this video, but I hope that has given you a clearer view of everything that this camera is capable of doing. So this quote-unquote install actually wasn't very eventful, so I basically just showed how the camera looked when it was mounted, and I was saying I'm not gonna actually mount it here because why would I show where I'm mounting it? That completely defeats the purpose of a security camera. So I didn't actually install it in this location, and this kind of install was basically pointless. But the install process is very simple with these cameras, because in the box where there was those stickers, it comes with some little templates which show exactly where you can drill spots for screws. And yeah, overall the camera isn't too heavy, so you shouldn't have any difficulty with mounting. And also, as for the solar panel, you can of course mount it underneath your eaves troughs, but you could also go and mount it on your roof, and then it's more concealed so then people don't just see a giant solar panel going to a security camera and give it all away. So that was pretty much all that went on in that install. But now that we've gotten past that, before getting into the final conclusion of everything, I just want to show a couple of shots that were taken from the Reolink Argus 2. So here's some shots in daylight and nighttime from the camera. I do have to say that I was amazingly surprised at the quality and the performance of these cameras. I'm blown away at how well they perform, and I'm being serious. I'm gonna go out and purchase more of these to put around my house. I wish they would have sent me a couple more, but I will be getting more because they work amazingly well and the quality is stellar. And as soon as that cloud service rolls around, as long as it's not too expensive, then that's probably gonna be a great purchase to keep all the footage secure. So now to the time that everybody's been waiting for, the giveaway. But actually, first, before getting into that, I do want to mention that if you are planning on going out and buying this yourself, now is the perfect time to do it, because in the midst of Prime Day 2018, from today on July 15th to July 17th, spanning 34 hours total, Reolink is having a 20% off on the Argus 2 and 25% off site-wide. So if you are planning on getting one of these, then now is the perfect time to do it. And make sure to do it down below through my affiliate link because that helps support me. But anyways, yeah, so I did want to mention that. But to enter the giveaway, if you want to win one of these yourself, it is a Gleam.io giveaway, and the camera will be sent through Reolink by them. So this is an international giveaway. If you live in other countries, you can enter as well. And yeah, to enter, you can click either up in the box up there to go to my website, or you can also check down in the description below. I'll be leaving a link there. And basically you just fill out the little actions, and there should be a couple that are daily actions that you can complete, and you'll get a couple extra entries per day. So with that being said, make sure to go enter that if you want a chance to win this. But with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to let me know by clicking that thumbs up button down below. If you'd like to see future videos from me, consider clicking that subscribe button down below. If you'd like to see my last video, that should be up there, and some random videos should be down there. But anyways guys, that is it for this video. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.